Hi guys, what's up? It's Charlotte from That Girl Cooks Healthy. So today I'm going to show you how to make this delicious vegan style Jamaican sexy juice, also known as pineapple punch, my way. So I'm going to show you the ingredients that you need. I'm also going to put this disclaimer out there and say that this is my way. I repeat, my way of making sexy juice. Not many people are familiar with this recipe, so I'm going to show you how I make it, or at least how my mom made it, and I'm doing a vegan spin. You may have made yours different from the way that I'm making mine, and that's okay, because it's okay to be different and to make it a different way. So without further ado, I'm going to show you how to make it and what ingredients you need. So you're going to need some freshly chopped pineapple. It's best to get freshly chopped pineapple. It tastes a million times better. If you cannot get pineapple for whatever reason, pineapple juice works. You also need some water as well, just a small amount of water. You don't want to use too much water. It's better to add more as you go along, and I'll show you, or at least let you know, when you can add more water. I have some vegan condensed milk, which is homemade, some vanilla, and some nutmeg. Typically, or should I say, my mom didn't use any cinnamon in this recipe, and she also didn't add any milk. I know that there are a few people that add some milk and cinnamon to theirs, but we don't. So I'm going to show you just how we do it. So the first thing we need to do is to add the water to our blender. So you want to add the water first, and then you want to follow up by adding your fresh pineapple chunks. Hopefully, if you're like me and you have some sweet pineapple, it's going to taste amazing. So I do recommend getting some pineapple when it's at its ripe stages, because trust me, this recipe is going to taste a lot better if you get fresh pineapple. So add those two ingredients, and then we're just going to blitz it in the blender. So now that we've added the water and the pineapple, it's time to put the lid on, and we're just going to blitz it until it becomes nice and smooth. So now I'm just going to remove the lid and show you guys what it should look like. You're going to see a lot of froth at the top of the blender, and that's pretty normal, so don't be alarmed by that. It's normal, and it will go away once you start to add the other ingredients. So the next thing we need to do is to extract the juice from the pineapple pulp. So I have a large bowl with a sieve resting over it, and I'm just going to pour the mixture into the sieve, and then I'm going to grab a spoon and I'm going to start pressing down to extract the pineapple juice. And I'm also going to move that spoon in an up and down motion as well to extract as much of the juice as I can. At this stage, you can add more water. So what you're doing really is you kind of feeding. I call it feeding. I don't know what the correct term is, but I just say it's sort of, you're feeding the pulp by adding more water if you want to. But you have to be careful not to add too much water, because if you add too much water, you're going to dilute the taste of the pineapple. So you have to get a fine balance. Maybe taste as you go along as you do this step, or alternatively, you can add milk instead if you want to do that. So it's going to take a few minutes just to extract all that juice, and then we're going to move on to adding the rest of the ingredients. So this is what the pineapple juice looks like once you've extracted it, and that foam is pretty normal. We're gonna get rid of that in a minute. So I'm gonna add my vanilla now, and then I'm gonna add my nutmeg. I'm using a nutmeg grater to grate the nutmeg in. You can use ground nutmeg instead if you don't have the fresh stuff like I do. So add both of those ingredients, and then we're going to finally add our vegan condensed milk. So now it's time to pour in the vegan condensed milk, and you're going to notice now that that foam on the top, most of it's going to be gone. There'll still be a small amount left, but it's really not a lot. Unless you really don't want any, then you can just skim it off yourself. The amount of vegan condensed milk you use is to taste. I'm not going to tell people how much to use because when it comes to sweetness, everybody has their own preference. Just add according to taste and the amount that you need, and just keep stirring. And that's pretty much how you make sexy juice. At least that's the way that my family like it. So I hope you like this recipe, and thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you on the other side.